Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big run that time by Bell. 67 yards.
That's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 45. Mike, 45.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding Green complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go. At their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Trubisky. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Bell. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Bell. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different